Okay, let's go to page 179. This is lesson 4-4. The objective of this lesson is to find the GCF and LCM of integers and polynomials. Okay, so let's go over the example 1. You want to find the prime factorization of 936. So basically, you want to find out what the 936 is made of. So what you want to do is you want to use something called the ladder method. So you go to do the like L, okay, and go and start with the lowest number, the first prime number, the 2. So divide by 2, you're going to get 4, 6, 8. Then you divide by 2 again, just go straight. So it'd be 2, 3, 4. So divide by 2, so you get 1, 1, 7. And now you cannot divide by 2 anymore. So you go to the next number 3. Okay, so you divide by 3, so it'd be 3, 9, and you keep going until you cannot do anymore. So it would be 3, so it'd be 13. And then after that you can divide by 13. So keep going until you get 1 over here. So these are your factors. Okay, so that means 936 is equal to 2 to the 1, 2, 3, 2 to the 3 power times 3 to the 2 power times 13. Okay, this is called a prime factorization, means you want to break the number down into the factors of prime numbers. Okay, so next let's go and learn how to find the GCF, the greatest common factor, or the LCM. Okay, so let's go to page 180 and example 2a. You're looking for GCF and B, the LCM. So you got 72, you got 108, and you got 126. So to find the GCF, you do the same thing as this. Okay, so draw the L. Okay, now for GCF, you want to find a number that can divide by all these numbers. So all these are even, so you can divide by 2. So this would be 36. This would be a 54, and this would be a 63. Okay, next, okay, cannot do 2 because this is not divisible by 2. So try the next number to 3. So yes, this is divisible by 3. So this will be 12, and this would be a 27, and this would be, this is 18. And this would be 21. Okay, and this can divide by 3 again. So divide by 3, so that's 4, 6, and 7, and that's it. Okay, so you cannot divide anymore. So the number that you see, all the factors that you see over here, that is your GCF. Okay, so GCF is equal to 3 times 3 is 9 times 2 is 18. Okay. Now, make sure you get your GCF done before you go on anymore, okay? Now, to find LCM, you just keep going. Now, LCM, as long as 2 of the number can divide, then you can go and do it, okay? So notice these 2 can divide by 2, right? So you can go and do that. But remember, GCF, all 3 have to be able to divide. But for LCM, as long as 2 can divide, you can do it. So you always do the GCF first. Once you're done with GCF, take care of that, then you can continue to do LCM. Do not do LCM first because you're going to mess up for the GCF. Okay? So for the LCM, okay, you can go and divide by 2, so there'll be a 2, 3. Now if you cannot divide, you leave the number alone. Okay, so that's it. Okay? So now your LCM will equal to everything. Okay? So multiply all this together. So this would be equal to, you already got 18 over here already, okay? So you multiply all this together. So that's your LCM. So if you multiply all this together, it will give you 1512. So 2 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7 will give you 1512. So that's your LCM. Okay. So again, this method is very quick and it's very effective. Okay, it's less confusing. Okay, so that's your A and that's your B. Okay, okay, let's go to example 3. Okay, so you got 48 u squared v squared, and you got 60 u v3 w, right? So again, let's go and look for the GCF. Okay, now for GCF, again, so 48 and 60, okay, both of these are divisible by 12. So if you know, you don't have to start with a lower number, okay? So but let's just assume that you don't, okay? Then you have to start with 2. But if you know like you can divide by 12, you can do 12 already. But let's say if you don't, then you just go 2. So you're going to get 24 u squared v squared, and you get 30 u v cubed w, right? Just keep going. So again, you can do 2, so it'd be 12 u squared v squared, and it'd be 15 u v cubed w, right? And this can divide by 3, so divide by 3, so it'd be 4 u squared v squared, and be 5 u v3 w. So once we're done with the number, now we can do the alphabet. You got u squared and u, so you can factor the u, so it becomes 4 u v squared, 5 v cubed w, right? Okay, so now we're done with the u, now we can do the v. Now there's a v squared and v cubed, so you can do the v squared, so it'd be 4u, and this would be 5vw. Okay, and any more in common? No, right? So that's it. So that means your GCF, here's your GCF right over here. So your GCF is going to be equal to 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12 uv squared. Okay? And now we can do the LCM. So you can do the LCM. Now LCM is this whole thing right over here. Okay, that's your LCM. Now you have to be smart because you already got 12 over here already, right? So 12 you can times by 4 times 5, right? So 12 times 5 will give you 60, times 4 will give you 240. So you don't have to start all over. So you already got this part already. Just use this times that, okay? That takes us a number. Now do the alphabet, okay? So you got u already, and so this is u, so you can times by u. So you're going to get u squared, and the v, you got v squared, so you're going to v cubed, right? And you get w, okay? Another way to do this is that when you have an alphabet, okay, you can just forget about the alphabet, just focus on the number. The way to do alphabet is that when you have GCF, you take the lower one. So you got u and u squared, you take the lower one, which is u. And you got v squared and v cubed, you take the lower one. And you got w to the 1, and there's no w, so you don't take anything. So this one, for the variable, you take the lower of the 2. For the LCM, you take the higher of the 2, okay, the highest one. So you got u and u squared, so you take the u squared, the higher one. You got v squared and v cubed, so you take the v cubed. You got no w, and w, you take the higher one, okay? So again, GCF is part of this, so this would be the lower of the 2. This is part of this, so this would be higher of the 2, okay? So that way you don't have to do all the w stuff, okay? Again, when you have the variable, this would be the lower of the 2, this would be higher of the 2, okay? So from now on, we can just focus on the number, and we can do the alphabet by just looking.